Alright, so in this part we're going to be creating the roof and the trunk. Okay. This time I want to start from here, move all the way backwards and create the roof first, and then move on to the trunk. You could do it either way. You could start from the trunk first, of course. It's not a problem at all. But it might get a bit complicated, so I want to start off nice and easy and then branch out into the trunk. Alright, so let's get started. First of all, let's save a new file. 21. Okay. I'm just going to grab any polygon I see. Doesn't really matter. And I'm going to detach it as roof. Okay. Then I'm going to copy both modifiers and paste instanced. Okay. Right, so let's start working on them. So vertex, and start aligning them. Here and here, just leave a bit of spacing in between so we can go back and fix them as we wish. Okay, as I said before here in the back when we were modeling, I like to make a start point and an end point and then start modeling the in between. I'll just keep it here. There we go, nice and clean. Nothing too fancy. Okay. Lift it up. There we go. Sometimes you have to compromise in between blueprints. There we go. It fits nicely. Sorry. Okay. I'm going to drag this over here. There we go. Okay, nice and clean. Okay. Now we start adding connections. Let's take it step by step. So let's add 2 segments over here. Fix them up. Like so. Not really much to fix here. It's still going to be a straight line either way. Let's just add a bit of curvature to it. So just lift it up slightly, not too much. There we go. Okay. Connect this with yeah, let's go with 3. This part's nice and easy, nothing difficult. Okay, now, thing is, in between the roof, in between this frame and the actual roof, there's a seam in between, and there's a seam over here. So we need to be careful of that. So, let's grab edge, drag it here, and select these edges over here, chamfer them 0.01, polygon, and go in between and start deleting. Okay, there we go. Now, you know what to do with symmetry vertices? Set them all to 0. Okay. Now it's a straight slant upwards, so let's fix that. Okay. Select these edges and connect them with 2 segments. Okay, vertex, move them all upwards and move them all upwards again. See how it looks. Alright, looking great. Starting to take a good shape. Even if we finish the model, it might not look exactly like the actual car, because as you can see, the window over here doesn't just fall in flat. No, it falls in with quite a big curve over here. And that gives a really good shape to the car, whether it shows now or not. Okay, just save so far. Alright, let's think. Okay. What I want to do now is let's just sorry. Yeah, let's hide this as well. Alright, let's just keep that part showing so far. Okay. Edge, now let's grab this edge, and I just want to model this flat surface first. Okay, so again, it's all trial and error, nothing new. Okay. This part's a bit confusing, so try to follow up. Okay. Set that to 0 and set this one to 0. I'm just creating start and end points again. Okay. Then I'm going to connect it with, let's go 3 segments for now. Oops. Just place them anywhere just to get a basic shape. Okay. I'm gonna have to move this one backwards. there's no specific order, I'm just creating a basic shape for the trunk. Okay. Okay, it starts off facing that direction and ends flat. Alright, that's pretty good. Now, let's take it a step further. Let's grab these edges over here. As you can see, I don't like to create too much detail while I'm still modeling. Grabbing these edges over here, and let's create that shape. Move these outwards in your top view. Okay. Make sure these are over here. Alright, there we go. So far so good. Now I'm going to grab these and I'm going to pull them down. Push this one up, just like that. And I'm going to, on this edge, I'm going to create a vertex. Just insert vertex over here. Okay. Now obviously we need a connection, some sort of connection in here, but not focus on that right now. Okay. Let's see. Okay, there's supposed to be a line moving through here, which pushes this whole chunk inwards. But I'm going to do that right now. Right now I'm more concerned with getting the basic shape correctly. There we go. Okay. Now select these edges over here. Oops, sorry. And create a one segment connection. Okay. Now let's just adjust it from the sides. starting to look better. What I want to do now is fill in that connection we talked about. There we go. Okay. Just quickly, let's just identify which parts we want to chamfer. We want to chamfer this line all the way through to around here, so that it stops in the middle and becomes a smooth flat surface from here. We want to chamfer that line over here, and of course these are all gonna move inwards, so that's okay for now. And then the border's all gonna, yeah. Okay, I guess we can start moving these things inwards here. Like that, just slightly. Well, a bit more than slightly. Yep, that's okay. There we go, gives it a nice shape. Okay, this needs to be a seam, so let's just do that. You know how to create a seam, so you can just do it quickly. Okay, there we go. Now we have one of two options. Either we start pulling out all the borders and extruding them inwards and downwards and all that stuff, or and then we chamfer these lines, or we chamfer them first and then we do all the border work. I suggest we give it the border work first, and then we do that chamfering. Okay, so just in case we're wrong, we're just gonna create a new save file. There we go. Okay, so border, and select your border. Edge, deselect these edges. No chamfers on the symmetry line. Okay. This part's tricky. So hold down Shift and just move it backwards. Now we're going to have to go around adjusting them. You can adjust them to the way you see fit. Just make it look clean. Nothing too fancy. it's nice and clean. So go back and select these edges and loop all the way around. Loop. Alright, now corners. These guys over here. That's okay. Here, don't forget the weird insides over here. Don't forget to select that edge over here. Pretty sure I forgot something. Okay, I'm not going to chamfer this with them because this might be chamfered to a much higher value than 0.01, so I'm going to leave that for now. Yep, I think we're okay. Alright, sorry. Chamfer to 0.01, and let's have a look at it. Okay, I'm going to undo my chamfer because there's something I would like to do first. I'm going to select these edges over here and chamfer them as well, like so. Probably not this one. Okay, since I'm going to be making a lot of undos, I'm just going to create a new file. Come back to that in a second. Right, I'm gonna grab this point, move it outwards, and just target weld it there somewhere. There we go. Goes from chamfer to smooth nicely. If you want, you can even just weld these together and see how it looks. No, I prefer the other one. You can pick whichever one you like. You can even go back and start refixing them again. Just weld these two together. There we go. Nice and clean. Okay, that's okay. Okay, where was the mistake? Here, yeah. You don't have to try this, I'm just testing it out. What happens if we do that? Okay, again, don't try any of this. I'm just testing stuff out. Oh, hang on. Hang on, sorry, that's my mistake. Okay, do this. Weld these two together. And these two together, just bring it back to one line as it was. Okay. And okay. Don't try this. Just testing it out. Okay, so this is what I'm going to do. So far you have one edge here. In the actual car, this corner right here is not actually a corner. It's much wider than that. So we're just going to chamfer it manually. That's okay. So I chamfered it to 3.047. Okay, and when you mesh smooth, you get that corner over here. So let's try to fix that. There we go. Just gonna raise it up just a bit. Okay. Oh, what's this? Okay, what I'm gonna do to fix these is I'm just gonna drag one here and just weld it here and weld that point over here, and I'll do the same. Actually, that looks pretty good. I'm not going to do the same for the other side. Okay, nice and clean. Okay, if you want, you can even, yeah, it's probably a good idea. Push this inwards just a bit, like that, so it doesn't sort of bulge out. Okay, let's see how it looks on the actual car. So let's have these two. Okay, fits pretty nicely. Now all we have to do is just fit them in together. This is not really a blueprint thing. What I'm going to do is you can choose either one of two things. Either lift this body up or lift this body down, and that's what I'm going to do. So just from my back view over here, I'm going to turn off mesh smooth, and I'm going to drag them really close to each other. Okay, I'm going to create an edge through here. Let's also create a connection through here. That's okay. asynchly. Alright, what I want to do now is grab these edges and pull them all the way over here. And there we go. We created that. Give it a bit more shape. Now, I just want to quickly find out what's going here. Okay, delete that. Weld these two. Okay, now we're gonna extrude these edges downwards. So you know what to do. Border. Just careful not to select these edges. Okay. And chamfer 0.01. And border again. And deselect the edges this time. Okay, and pull it down. Okay, this is what you should get. Looks like a doormat, but that's because we need to chamfer these parts. So select that edge and select that edge. Loop it around, chamfer it. And just move it upwards. There we go. Not too much. There we go. Okay. Fix that part. We simply select these vertices. Oops, sorry. And these ones. And we just move them downwards. Bit more. Okay, they're okay for now until we fix that. Okay, same goes for this one. Border and shift, chamfer, and border again, and shift and move. This time, just move it downwards along the sides. There we go. Select the corners. Oof, this one's going to be tough. Oof. It's that one over here. Loop them around and chamfer them. Check. Alright. Loop these edges around. Sorry. You're going to have to manually select these vertices. And just move them inwards, just like that. So you have enough space to create a window and all that stuff. Okay. What I want to do is select this edge over here, ring it round, and just make a connection. Just so I can toughen up here, these corners over here. It's the same method, just keep ringing around, creating more edges. Here I'm actually going to create 2 segments. If that still doesn't work for you, just grab an edge, just grab a corner edge from here, like this, and loop it, and let's just try chamfering again. Yep, and there you go. It becomes a really tough edge over here. Okay, but I'm not going to do that. I'm going to leave it like that. Usually when I'm modeling, I'll leave all the corners straightened out like that, just simply like that, because I want to fit in windows and frames and all that stuff. And then when it's ready for render, I'll go around fixing all my corners first and then render it. Okay, just make sure. Okay, and this body right here, I want to select these. And from your back view, just lift them up. Oops, sorry. I think I forgot one. Yep, just lift them up. Like so. Okay. Which means that for your trunk, you're going to have to select these edges you can't see over here. Okay, and lift them up as well. Okay. I'm not too happy with this, but I don't want to fix anything in it because it's not, the car's not fully complete yet. But the body is. The body's okay. So I don't fix that until I start fitting in windows and frames, etc. But I guess we can fix them for this video, just for this video. Okay. Loop. These guys loop. And just chamfer them 0.01. And there you go. Clean. If you want to do the exact same thing over here. Of course, they create a bit of a mess over here. It won't really show up from your render because you're not really zoomed in, but I'd go around fixing them. If I were to render this car as a final product, I'd go around fixing all these little mistakes. Okay, just gonna leave my car like that. Okay, make sure this is nice and neat. Let's unhide all the layers and take a look at it as a final product. Just want to see if I can fix this up just a bit. Okay, I'm just going to save here, and you don't have to do this if you don't want to. It's just another extra sort of line I want to create. So I'm just trying to create a decent circle. Alright, it's much better than before. Okay. Again, you can go around creating lines over here, but you get the idea. Okay. What else are we missing? Okay. So as you can see, these are pretty much the steps you need to go ahead with to create a final production render of your car. You need to model. First, you start off with a nice basic body for the front, the back, the side, etc. And you start detailing step by step, connecting the pieces here and there, and then you go around extruding all the places for the headlights, the vents, where the net's going to fall, the wheel arcs, extrude them all inwards, extrude the doors inwards, etc. And then you fix all your corners, etc. And then you just add any final touches to the body, and then you start adding the headlights, the vents, start adding all the accessories, the mirrors, everything. This tutorial is just basically to show you how to get your model set up and ready. The rest is just nice easy stuff, fixing stuff, mistakes, or just adding stuff you see fit. As an example, I'm just gonna show you how to do the door. So I'm gonna detach the door as a separate entity. Detach, let's call it door. Nice easy name. Paste instanced and border. It's the exact same method, just chamfer. Okay, in this case I'm just going to hide unselected, and I'm going to select border again and move it inwards. I'm going to go around the edges, careful not to select the bottom edge. Chamfer and hide all. And there you have it. Now your door is done. You can, if you're going to place a window here or a frame or something, then you don't really need to fix this difference of height. If so, then yeah, you do. All you have to do is just drag a vertex like that and just fix it accordingly, like so. Not too hard. I'm just going to do that. Okay. So I do one last thing. I want to fix this part up a bit. I'm going to connect, let's just keep it to one line. Vertex, and just move it up here. Much better. Okay, backwards. Okay. Now, I'm just going to select this line and bring it. No, sorry. Ring it round. That's not going to work. Okay, basically, you're going to have to select them manually. Sometimes taking shortcuts doesn't work. Here, and connect with one line. Bring that line backwards. I'm just going to weld mine onto here. There we go. Looks great. then we can go around fixing this. Not following blueprints, just eyeballing it. There we go. There's one thing I saw here that I need to fix. Yeah, it was this. There we go. Alright, nice and clean. And there you have it. That's the full body of the car. You can fit in it whatever you like. You can take out pieces and create spoilers and wings and anything you like. And right,